What's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. KG's here. Match reaction time. And yeah, I seen a few people that want a bit of therapy today. Gotta be honest, I don't know if this is gonna be very therapeutic because I'm just fed up now. I'm just fed up with this club right now. Can't lie. And there's just so many different things of why I'm fed up that it's just hard to pinpoint out one thing or one person. But listen, we'll get into it. Yeah, please, as you come in, smash a like on the video, of course, and if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. We're here for a match reaction. Leeds United 0, Tottenham Hotspur 4, and we're just going down without a whimper now. We're just going down without a whimper. So, and I do wonder if we're going to see Marcelo next week against Leicester. I do wonder that, because he does strike me as somebody that knows, who doesn't want to be somewhere where he's not wanted. And for the first time today, and I was so glad to hear it, there was a bit of discontent in the crowd. There's discontent after the second goal went in. There was discontent at half time and at full time too. Finally, the crowd got into it and started to boo. Now, I haven't been asking for him to boo previously, but I've just been asking him not to cheer this team off, because it's unacceptable, the performances we've been putting in, and the crowd just constantly keep cheering them on. And then we get at the end of the game, Forshaw, Ayling, all these people, oh, the crowd have been brilliant today. The crowd shouldn't be brilliant. You guys should be better. But I think today, first time, I think that the crowd have actually got it. I think since the Liverpool loss, a lot of people have opened their eyes exactly to where we are. I think the Liverpool loss has hit home, as well as Burnley winning against Spurs, etc. It's just unacceptable. I mean, 3-0 down yet again for the second game in a row. How can you defend that? How can anyone defend that? Listen, I'm just going to go through the notes, and I'm going to get through your comments as we always do. You know how we do it here. But I'm just so desensitized to it. Like, I expected to lose today. I said 3-1. But it's just the manner of the goals. And we make the most average player look amazing. We make them look so good that we make them look better than they are. And we've done that all season long. But anyway, look, let's get into it. Starting lineup, no Gelhardt yet again. What's the point? What's the point? Take the boy off the bench and put him back in the under-23s if you're not going to use him. Just forget about it. Just forget about Gelhardt if you're not going to put him on the pitch. It's insane. It's criminal that we've got a striker and we don't use it. I'm sick of saying it as well. But yet Jack Harrison starts again. Jack Harrison started again, subbed off again. Listen, this is what I mean. It's just so infuriating. The same things we've been saying, I've been saying all season. No, I've been saying, because some people have been late to the party. I've been saying this all season long throughout all my match reviews. Why is he starting a certain team a certain way? Why is he making certain substitutions? It's absolutely criminal. We've had no clean sheet since November too. Amazing. Stroik almost, got one with a header after 2 minutes from a Dallas free kick. Okay. For me as well, the first 10 minutes, I thought both teams were just feeling each other out. I thought it was more of a nervy start. I don't think it was as open as the commentators were making it out to be. I thought it was more nerves than anything. But as it is with us always, and it's as I said to my Tottenham mate yesterday on the preview, it's so easy to carve us open. And we had Sessegnon, who's done nothing proper all season long. He hasn't. Cross it, low cross to Doherty. Again, much maligned Matt Doherty, who Spurs fans don't even want to be there. And they combine for the first goal in 10 minutes. What are you supposed to do when you're making average players that are out of form themselves look like they should be playing for a bloody Manchester City? What are you supposed to do with that? We just keep doing it, making just ordinary ballers look spectacular. 4 minutes later, Kulusevski, or Kulishevsky, I should call him, because he absolutely cooked us today. He was balling out today. but it was so easy for him. Firpo got in a little tackle at first, but instead of then doubling up on him, Harrison slow to even get to him. But then Llorente, Strauch, everyone just standing off him. And in all fairness, it was a good finish. He gave Melier the eyes like he was going to go far corner, put it in near post. Good finish, but it was too easy. 2-0. Robin Koch then hits the post not long after that one from the layoff from Rafinha. But, I mean, what can we do with that? What can we do? We're not scoring. I'm going to get into that in a bit, though. And that's when I noted as well that it sounded like the crowd had turned. And I messaged Brownie just to ask him because he's there. I said, did the crowd actually start booing after the second goal? And he says, yeah. So that's something for me because that hasn't really happened so far. And you would think it would have happened before, but it took it till today for that to happen. I just know that when I've been there in our real dark years and the team was poor, there would be no cheering at all. There wouldn't be any cheering. But listen, I know Bielsa's got a bit of credit in the bank, but well, 3-0, Højbjerg again. Højbjerg, who's been a bit out of form himself. Beautiful ball over the top, floats it over Llorente's head, came with a simple finish again. Like, why is it just so easy to just carve us open? Which, honestly, watching us play football is like watching under-10s in a school game. They're just all over the place. It's embarrassing. It's gone beyond embarrassing now. It's gone beyond embarrassing. I don't even want to talk about this team right now. I don't. We was talking. Me and Toes were talking about this off air yesterday. Like, we have to get all this thing set up and come out and give our opinions on stuff. I don't want to talk about this team right now, but I'm here. I'm here. Let's carry on through the notes because I want to hear from everybody. I really want to hear from everybody and see where everyone's head's at. I mean, again, once again, just like in the Liverpool game, Spurs themselves could have been 4-0 ahead by half time, but Sessegnon got his shot saved by Melier. Firpo low draw cross palmed away by Lloris. I mean, look at what I'm having to say for our attempts going forward. I mean, it's pathetic. It's pathetic. And yeah, as I said earlier, second game in a row, 3-0 down at halftime. What can you do with that? And then we started to play when we're 3-0 down. And I noted here, whoopee, like, why at 3-0? In order to get something out of the game, and I said it on my last match reaction, we had to start great. We had to take it to Spurs. Because if not, it was going to be a long day for us. It was going to be a hell of a long day. We had to start well, and we didn't. And it got worse through the game, I'm going to be honest. Noted the boos at halftime, yeah. And then the second half, another double change, yet again. Rodrigo and click on Harrison and Stroikov. But yet again, another game in a row where we're having to use two of our subs at halftime. Harrison shouldn't even be starting. He shouldn't be, but again, he'll get the start. It's criminal. And I noted that by like 60 minutes, we had no shots on target. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord. And yeah, and then I noted that they'd just been all over us. They were getting chance after chance. Harry Kane was the main orchestrator of that. Kulusevski was a main conductor of that too. It was just so easy. Easy. Dallas, listen, let's just forward on to Dallas. I mean, that sums it all up. Listen, I can't say what I was going to do, but listen, that Dallas chance was absolutely criminal. Criminal. He had all the time in the world, but that shows you just how direct of confidence these players are. They got nothing. Dallas had an open goal to shoot at, and he took about 4 or 5 touches, and the shot gets blocked. You know what? If you don't laugh, it's crazy. Guys, I can see you saying, look at Phil Hayes' tweet and Ornstein. I'm going to have a look in just a second. Let me just get these last notes off. Actually, there's nothing really to talk about. Shackleton on for Firpo. James chance wide. Rafinha hits the post again with a free kick. Blah, blah, blah. But we lose 4-0. So before I get to you, let me just have a look at the reports. And also as well, I mean, shout out to LUFC Data who give us the stat. Leeds become the first ever Premier League team to concede 20 goals in a single calendar month in the history of the competition. The worst defensive record in a single month of the Premier League history. And it's February. It's not even a long month, it's February. Come on, guys. Like, yeah, I mean, they're talking about Jesse March if Bielsa does go, but look, nothing's been decided as of yet, so there's no point really going into that. But I do want to know if everyone is at their final tether with Bielsa right now. Because for me, I said it on my last video, and I'm going to say it again. I do want him to go. I do, especially in the summer. I don't want to see him next season. I want to thank him for everything he's done, and hopefully, if he keeps us up, we can say thank you for everything. Yeah, we had one bad year, but you've been terrific otherwise. For me, it's just that if we get relegated, all that hard work has been for nothing. It's been for absolutely nothing. You can't be grateful for coming back up only just to go back again and probably be in a worse position than you are right before he came. Because at least then we were just a middling championship club with nothing. But is anybody happy to see him go this week? Because I don't know what it is. I could be wrong, but I just feel like this could be a big week for Leeds United. I do. I think it's going to be a defining week. I just got something in me that's saying that Bielsa may not be here for the Leicester game. But yeah, I think that's 60 goals conceded now, is it? 60, I don't know. It doesn't matter, does it? It's awful. It's absolutely awful. And now we're having to look at these results that are going to be coming through today and then Burnley's game in hand on Tuesday and say, we're hoping that results go our way now. That's where we are. Because our team certainly can't give us any joy. They haven't got the quality. And I said it. I mean, Ariana saying here was done with him in Jan after no business. I said all this. There's so many different parts to where we've gone wrong that it's tough to pinpoint one. But when you've got Adam Forshaw as your main central midfielder right now, that tells you how much trouble you're in. He shouldn't be starting as many games as he is because he isn't that kind of central midfielder. But we've got him. He's the best that we've currently got because Mateus Klick certainly isn't it. But this is all on the manager. This is all on the board for not getting the recruitment done. And it's a shame that we have to go back to that, but it's just true. We've got no game changers. He keeps on taking out a couple of dud players and replacing them with another couple of dud players. Meanwhile, leaving the stud striker on the bench makes no sense to me. Makes no sense. Timmy saying bye Bielsa. Chris Baldwin saying once we get in the bottom three, we ain't getting out. I've got that fear too, Chris. I think I've got to say, these players for me have never been mentally strong anyway. I think they're very good when the going's going well, as many people are. But I'm seeing it. They don't have the mentality to get out of a bottom three scrap. I just don't see it in them. I don't. I just don't think that they've got the minerals to do it. We are literally just bending over for every single team we play right now. I'm actually speechless. I don't really have a lot to say today. I'm just glad that there's no game for another week. I'm just so fed up with this team. I'm just fed up with them, honestly. James is saying every team below us has games in hand. Yeah, they do. But it's not just that, James. It's also that even when they lose, I mean, even Norwich last night, they lost to Southampton, but it's only 2-0. It's respectable. It's a respectable scoreline. We are just getting done over and over again. I'm sick of talking about the same things as well. The gaps in midfield, the man-to-man marking system, blah, blah, blah. It's the same thing. But he's saying that he doesn't think a change of system will work. There could be some credence to that because he's trained them up to do this for so long. But no, I think, and this is it as well. I mean, John Smith Burnley beat them, and this is what I was saying. This is what I was saying before to Tobes. Tobes wasn't confident about coming to Leeds, but I told him we are in a different state of bad right now. Hannah Lucy saying here, opposition teams will be clapping their hands playing us. It's true. They will always say in public, all these coaches always say, oh, Leeds are tremendous with the press and they do this, do that, and everything else like that. But they don't mean it. Behind closed doors, you guys are smarter than that. Behind closed doors, they're saying we're going to get at this team and we're going to go through here. We're going to go through there, exploit this weakness. Oh, Luke Ayling's playing. Oh, we're going to exploit him all day long. I mean, Son and Luke Ayling today. I mean, what a mismatch. Oh, God. It's just depressing. It's depressing, man, having to talk about this team right now. Grace Smith, we could be the first team to concede 100 goals. Wouldn't surprise me. Andy, please don't stop doing the shows, KG. We need the therapy dealing with the madness. I need therapy. Who's giving the therapist therapy? It is bad. I hear what everyone's saying. It is bad. It is bad. I honestly, I don't have the answers, guys. I don't. We're gonna have to try and get through this one together because I don't have all the answers today. Just the manner of the defeats, the way that we're going forward is just pedestrian too. Sick of the way that we're just building up slowly and not doing anything. Dan James is not a striker, but how many times can we say these things? And this isn't on Dan James, by the way. He should be out on the wing while Gelhardt goes up front with Rafinha on the right. Plain to see. But we're still getting Jack Harrison out on the left for a half before he gets subbed off. And then you see some of the messages. Like I say, I don't get involved with them online, but some people think that Bielsa should be here for another season. Based on what? You want to see this team yet again? Because guaranteed, and they always say as well about him having new players and spending money. We could have done that already, and he didn't want to because we've got Matthias Glick, who's not going anywhere, as he declared himself on IG, which is criminal. That a mediocre to average player like that can declare that he's not leaving a Premier League club. But that's been the problem at the club all season. What have I said? Family vibes. Good vibes. Just family. Comfortable. But they're a bit uncomfortable now. And I hope after the booze that they're feeling a little more uncomfortable because it's been long overdue. Hannah saying 3 down and Shackleton comes on when Gelhardt is on the bench. Hope he goes to a club that appreciates his talent because Leeds United don't. I think a lot of people do appreciate his talent, Hannah, but just not the coach for whatever reason. For whatever reason, he doesn't want to use him. And it's mad. Even for me, Pascal Stroke, as good as he's been, yeah, he's out of confidence, he's out of form. He could do with coming out. Why not put on Cresswell for a bit? And I haven't lost faith in Stroke. I haven't lost faith in Llorente. They're just out of form. But this is when you have to take them out the firing line. We can't take out our young keeper who, God knows how Meslier is feeling. God knows what Meslier is feeling right now with his confidence. What can he do? No wonder he's been getting all antsy with the defense in front of him, etc., etc. But the confidence is shot, and it's not just one defeat after another. It's the banner of the defeats. Steel S, if we're not careful, our star players will leave with this treatment. That they're going. They're going. Rafinha is not going to be here. Whether we stay up or not, Rafinha is gone. He's gone in the summer. And you can't even deny that to yourselves anymore. I thought that if we had a good window in January, a bit of strengthening, a bit of subtraction, I thought that we would possibly be able to keep hold of Rafinha for one more year. But you can kind of see he's off in the summer. Ian J, a lot of fans are asking for Bielsa to go now. Thoughts? I don't blame him. I don't blame him. I understand he's done a lot for people. I do. I get it. He's done a lot for us. But there comes a point where you have to say, this guy is not adapting. He's not doing anything productive now in terms of the team selection, the team setup, the team tactics. You can understand why people are saying that they wouldn't mind seeing him go now. And even, I mean, I said on the last video as well, it would be a risk because of how ordinary some of these players have been without him. I'm talking about the Ailings, I'm talking about the Clicks, I'm talking about Dallas as well, in a sense. Just how ordinary they were in the championship. Maybe they'll go back to that, but maybe this needs a new voice. Maybe it needs a new fresh set of eyes. Maybe it does need that now. Maybe it needs somebody to come in and say, Joe Gelhardt, why have you only got this amount of minutes this season when you've been absolutely terrific when you've been on? Maybe it will take that. Mark saying, hey, KG, I was with Connor. Bielsa has to change his mindset, but he's not going to do it now. And Mark, I said this on the last one, but I'll say it again. It's hard for anyone to change their mind when they're older. You know, we've seen it. Anybody you know who's older, they rarely change their mindsets. We're asking a guy that's coached the same way for so many years to adapt. He's not going to do it, and he's too loyal to players. It's not going to happen. So we definitely do need a new coach. Definitely in the summer for me, but it wouldn't surprise me if he goes this week. It wouldn't. Just got to go through a couple super chats just before they go. Man, Bob's89, thanks for the super chats. Same old stuff. Treatment of Gelhardt is disgusting. It is. It is. Can't disagree with any of that. John Paul Smith, sack him and move on. I've said it for weeks now. Yeah. Can't disagree. Lee Waters, if something doesn't change, we're gone. But who do you bring in? Don't even want to mention the names that who would be in contention. KP gone, Ref gone. Yeah. Yeah, Calvin Phillips is another one. What happened to that new contract, guys? If anyone was going to sign a new contract, it would have been Calvin Phillips. But even he, his agent, whoever it is, have said, hey, Calv, I wouldn't sign this right now. I wouldn't sign it. And I even had the thought as well, because we've heard yesterday that they're not going to be back for the Norwich game. They're not going to be back early March anymore, Bamford and Phillips, and even Cooper, if you want to throw him in there. And I just think, is this just a physical thing, or is it a mental thing for these guys as well, knowing how much pressure is going to be on their shoulders once they return? I think more of Bamford in that he's going to be expected to be the one to get goals where we're not getting them right now. Is he holding back? Is he that injured? I don't think we'll probably see Bamford for the rest of the season, but I do wonder if there's a mental thing as well for some of these players where the expectation is going to be so heavy that it's delaying their comebacks for whatever reason. Josh, shout out to you for the super chat as well. KG, I'm done. I'm dead. This is grim. I mean, that's an understatement. That's an understatement. It really is. Let me just scroll up just in case I've missed anything else. Hannah Lucy, over 700 on here. Well done. Yeah, over 700 people. Please smash a like on the video. It's free to do, and it helps me. It helps the channel. Please just give me this in my hour of need, because my team is certainly not giving me anything to cheer about. Okay, listen, and as you all know, I don't. It's not an echo chamber. So Kevin McNally is saying Bielsa should see out the season, right? Suzanne KG, even in preseason with a full squad of we were so poor, it's the players. Yeah, but this is nothing. Yeah, Suzanne, you're absolutely correct. But this is nothing that I didn't already know, which is why I said I know we finished ninth last season, but some of these players were going to struggle this season. They were. Ailing was obvious. Like anyone who's watched the Premier League year in, year out, I'm not talking about just people that watch Leeds United only. I'm talking about people that watch the Premier League, knew that Ailing was going to struggle this year. Mateus Click, he was already done last season. He should never have been here this year. But it's not just on them. It's on. There's a few other players as well. The fact that we could have gotten a couple players in January and they reportedly said no is disgusting. It's disgusting. Nathan Wright, to be honest, I think this could be the game that saves us. If we get rid of Bielsa and get someone else in, it might just be enough to see us through. Get a new manager in for the upcoming games. And Nathan, I know I've said it before, but I will say it again. Other teams around us either changed their managers or they got jolts with new signings. Everyone did. Not one team around us did not do that, except for us. We were the only ones that said, no, we'll stick with what we've got, both managerial and playing squad wise. And it's suicidal. It's crazy. So yeah, maybe we would get a new manager bounce. Maybe some of the players will be glad that they don't have to do murder ball every week now. It's got to be old for him now. It was cute. It was funny at first, wasn't it? It was something to talk about for the first couple of years. But 4 years later, are you still happy doing murder ball? I'm not sure, especially for some of these guys that are just older. Bobby with the super chat. Shout out to you, Bobby. We lost because our star boy Roberts didn't play. Yeah, he didn't get on the pitch either, man. He didn't get on the pitch either. But Stephen Hay, why doesn't Rads realize this is going to cost him millions? Steve, I just don't know how they didn't see this coming. I don't know. From the program notes from before Christmas, from the looks on their faces before Christmas when we were performing poorly then as well, I don't know how they didn't think just to say, wow, this team really does need some help. Let's get some stuff done in January. Loans. We don't need to spend 20, 30 million on a player. There were loans there to be done, and we did nothing. Sabotage from the top. Unbelievable. After so many good years, and we was having this discussion, and I said, this is the season where the first time where cracks have appeared from the board and from Bielsa publicly. And what I mean by that is Bielsa never used to talk down players. He never used to. But this year he dug out Cody Drame for wanting to leave for first team football, and he's doing all right at Cardiff, by the way, people. He also called out Somerville. These are things he never used to do. Even when Samuel Saiz wanted to leave, he simply left it at, if he doesn't want to be here, he can go. He's homesick. Goodbye. He never went into detail about those things. But those things have changed this season. Even the other week, he had a little slight moan about a referee, which is something he's never done. Things have changed. The messages from the board, Kinnear, the youth of we don't want to block the youth's pathway. What pathway is that? Creswell, what's his pathway? He's seeing centre backs that are literally on their knees out of form. And Charlie Creswell, big Charlie Creswell, can't get on this pitch. Joe Gilhart, seeing there's no striker, no focal point. He can't get on this pitch. So what is the pathway? Never mind the fact Lewis Bate, yet again, Lewis Bate, nowhere to be seen, even though we're still rolling out. Forshaw and Click, no speed between them, no quality on the ball overall. But you've got plenty of running from Forshaw. They love sending out those heat maps of Forshaw's running. But nobody else in the Premier League would have Adam Forshaw as their main centre midfielder right now. It's actually criminal, the shape that our team is in. It's actually criminal, the state it's in. God, this team is just, they're hurting my head, man. They're hurting my head. Immortal RA with the super chat, thank you. Takes us losing to start trying. Yeah, 3-0 down, and that's when they decided to turn on the offensive charm. Like, what can you do from 3-0 down? This isn't us from last season. Let me tell you something. If we were 2 or 3-0 down last season, I wouldn't have thought we was out the game. Sounds crazy, doesn't it, when you see how we've done this season? But last season and previous years before with Bielsa, we were always in it because we always had a chance. We are not that team anymore. And I want to make something clear as well. You can play this style of football. You can. Man-to-man can work, but you have to have a better quality of player to do it. But they've rejected all of that. They rejected the upgrades. They rejected upgrading the team. They wanted to keep the family environment because this team finished 9th last year. And now they're suffering the consequences of that. But you can play this system if you've got better players. But to ask people like Forshaw to track Højbjerg, and Højbjerg isn't even that great, but he's a level above Adam Forshaw, that's for sure. Asking Luke Ayling to track Son, asking him to track Mane. What are we supposed to do with that? Oh man, I'm so wound up with this team. Honestly, I'm so fed up, guys. I cannot lie. I'm so fed up. Has Haribo, Leeds are utter garbage. Bielsa has lost the players. He's got to go. Someone needs to come in and change things. Can't disagree. I just cannot disagree. Oh my days. Scott Lightning, why is our slowest player A-League man marking their fastest and most skillful player? Only the coach can tell you that. Only the coach can tell you that. Blinky Fish, if we could just shut up shop against teams and start leaking goals and start picking up the odd point, might just be enough to keep us up. Yeah, I said yesterday on the preview I did with Tobes, I would bite your hand off for a point tomorrow. I would have taken it because I knew we was going to lose. I just knew it. Nothing is telling me we're going to beat Spurs at home. Inconsistent teams above us are way different to where we are, and I think it's a genuine shout as well. They say the league table never lies. That that could be true, but I genuinely believe we are the worst team in the league right now. When you add it all up to how things have gone, I genuinely feel like we are the worst team in the league. I see other teams play. I watch a lot of football. I see other teams play, and they at least try something new against various teams. We're just doing the same thing over and over again and getting absolutely mollywopped. It's funny. I put on my Insta stories earlier. My Instagram is KG Vision, same as the YouTube channel. But I put on there. I wanted to see them with the mood of Soulfly, Jump the F Up. If anyone knows that song, you'll know how upbeat and how much that song can get you going. But I think they actually came out to All Saints. Have ever felt so low. It seems like the complete opposite to a Get Up song, the way that these guys are going. Maybe they should have put on Soulfly in the dressing room. God damn. Juggus Farmer, KG, you the best, man. Thank you, man. Thank you. But I want my team to be better. That's where I am. That's where I am. Corey with the super chat. Thank you for that, Corey. Arsenal scouting Gelhardt rumors getting. Yeah, Corey and everyone else. Other teams would play Joe Gelhardt. Other teams would be using him way more than we are. It is nothing but neglect. And if he does go, I don't want to see anybody talk about him. Oh, we should have waited. He should have waited his turn. No, no chance. Joe Gelhardt should be playing in this version of Leeds United this season, and he's getting nothing. If I was Joe Gelhardt, I'd probably be saying to my agent, "Look, mate, it's not working. I want to go." Bruno, kudos for doing a review, KG. Must be hard getting motivated at the moment. It's a struggle. I'm not gonna lie. It's a struggle. Anyone that thinks that coming on here is easy to do, I suggest that you start a channel and see how easy it is to get yourself up for these kind of things. Yeah, while trying to remain coherent as well. By the way, anyone can do a sweary, gibberish thing, but to actually come out with points to make from observations that you've seen, it's a lot harder than it looks. But I ain't a doctor. It's nothing serious like that. But hey, I'm here. John Paul Smith, by the way, I want Kinnear gone as well now. Thanks for cheering me up. Yeah, there's a lot to answer for all over the shop, all over the place. Wow, I'm so behind on the comments. There's a lot of people in the chat. Like I say, please, people, smash a like on the video. Please do that for me. The family firm, does nobody at Leeds have balls? Nobody's scared of this team anymore. No one's scared of us. You're right, family firm. You're absolutely correct. No, everyone is rubbing their hands. Everyone is looking at Leeds United as a way to get their stats up. Everyone is looking at Leeds United as the easy game to play. We are that team, and that's why I say I think we are the worst team in the league. Because even Norwich are giving teams better than us. Watford are giving teams more of a go than we are. We're just so easy. It's embarrassing how easy it is. Yeah, but you're right. No one's got balls, and again, it goes to my thing of the referees as well. I've said it on the debrief, but I haven't said it on here for a while. But look at who our captains are. Liam Cooper, who cares? Luke Ayling is our current captain. Referees don't respect these players. That's why I've said when Calvin Phillips is back, whenever that may be, he has to have the armband as somebody who's got a bit of status. England regular, England player of the year. Referees will give him a little bit more time, a bit more respect, because I've seen it so many times, and maybe you guys haven't been catching it because it's a little detail to check for. But look when Luke Ayling goes up to a ref and tries to speak to him about a decision that's gone against us or that he thinks should have gone for us. Referees don't even look at him. They don't look at him, and they didn't with Liam Cooper either. Because who are these guys to these refs? Referees, they should be there to do a job, but they're human too. And there's just nothing there. There's no respect there. Whereas I saw in that game against Man United, Ronaldo was talking to the ref for 3 minutes. The referee was there with Ronaldo for 3 minutes talking to him, eye contact and everything. People think that these things are small, but they're things that matter. Tom saying it's sad because we needed to give Bielsa a real send off. Yeah, it is. It is sad in that way. But you see it now, even with the live crowd are always quick to tell people that people online who don't go to games regularly shouldn't have that much say. But even they're starting to boo now. They can see how bad it's getting. But listen, we'll see what happens this week. Like I say, I've still got that feeling that he may not be here next week. I'll be not surprised, but it's going to be interesting if he is here for the Leicester game. Yeah, Nigel D saying Bielsa said yesterday that Leeds is a club that can't afford 20 million players for each position. And Nigel, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. And I've said that already, but Van der Beek was available for a loan. I don't know how much the low fee was, but he was available. He didn't have to spend 20 million. That's another thing, that when he says stuff like that, all his staunch defenders will then go, well, he's right. We can't spend 20 million, so we can't get anyone. Instead of thinking, well, why don't we get someone on loan? Why not go and check the scouting for players that aren't 20 million? Not every good player costs 20 million pounds. That's a myth. If your recruitment's good enough, you can get good players. Look at that Vigors for Burnley, 12 million. Could we have done with someone like that? Oh, you bet we could have. But no, he would have probably been rejected anyway. That's what I'm saying. For me, no matter what happens, we have to have a new coach in the summer, and I won't sway from that. I'm tired of this now. I'm tired of the man-to-man stuff. I'm tired of the small squad that doesn't get utilized to its full usage as well, by the way. And I'm just tired of seeing some of these faces. I'm so tired of seeing some of these players play for my club now. And I don't want to dislike them either because they helped get us up. But I roll my eyes when I see some of these players on the pitch now because they're not up for it. Then it's not that they're not up for it. They haven't got the quality to do it anymore. But I knew that at the start of the season. But hey, what do I know? We're just fans. We're just fans. So Scott Lightning, why are our centre halves man marking Spurs half? It's suicidal. Look, we've been through this many times. This is what I'm saying. It's just all points that just keep getting repeated. Luke Ayling, yet again, following Son around like a little lost puppy. He did it against Mane too. Mane drew him out. The most blatant one that happened, though, was Lacazette. For Arsenal, where he literally he saw some of his players come back to the halfway line with him, and he told them all, no, stay there. I've got the centre half with me here. And then they went on and scored. That was the most blatant one. If you don't remember, please go back and go and look at their goals. I don't remember which one it was, but I remember Lacazette orchestrating from the halfway line. No, stay in your positions. I've got this. Just so easy. Harmony, Harrison, Ayling, Strauch, Rafa not up for today at all, nor have they been for the past 5 or so. Drop them, play Gil, Hartbait, Shaq, Somerville, etc. Yeah, I can't argue with that. I can't argue with that. Jack Glennie, I'm done, bro. Listen, I'm with you. I can't tell you how fed up I am, man. It hurts. Through everything, through the disappointment and through the woefulness of the football that we're seeing, it just hurts that it feels like we're going out without a whimper in this league after taking so much effort to get back in it. It's like we're just going out without a bang. And that Dallas chance kind of sums it all up for the whole team. How can you not just slot that in for 3-1? Give the home crowd something. Give us a little something for the day. It just hurts. That's all I can say. Mark Jones with the super chat. Thank you, Mark. New manager needed. Enough games to change things. Yeah, yeah. I just worry with some of these players as well. Would they actually reject the new manager bounce? I just don't trust them. I've lost trust in so many of these senior players. I don't trust them. But yeah, I can't disagree with you, Mark. Rebecca G, I'm not even convinced it's man-to-man marking KG. They just follow him around and chase shadows. I don't see how we're better than Burnley, Norwich. We have the worst defence in the league. But yeah, Rebecca, this was a point again, another one we was talking about in the group chat. Craig, have I missed 2 super chats? I'll try and go back and look, but this is man-to-man marking, Rebecca, because I said, okay, what if these players decide to set up 2 banks? They set up a bank of 4, and the midfield set up a bank and say to teams, come and break us down. Wouldn't the first thing that you'd see is Bielsa and his team on the sidelines telling everyone, no, you go follow him, go follow him. It's a system thing. It's definitely a system thing, Rebecca, and everyone else that thinks it might not be. Because I said it. Just watch them if they tried to ever set up 2 banks and see what would happen. They'd all be shouted at to go and follow their man. We've seen it. It would happen. I hope I haven't missed the super chats. Did I? I think I've got them. I think I may have got them because I'm so behind in the chat. I need to scroll down. Let me get down. Yeah, everyone is laughing at us. So there's a few people that have said it. Yeah, everyone's laughing at us. I can't tell you how bad my group chats are. Just a joke. There's even people here everywhere. Everywhere we go, we get bad. Yeah, can't lie. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to stay on much longer. Uh, yeah, I mean, listen, look at. I mean, see, this is what it's come to. You know, comments like this. This is what it's come to. This is the team. This is the team that's doing it to us. This is the team that's doing it to us. We're the laughing stock right now. Brent saying, as crazy as it sounds, a new manager may be the only hope to saving us. Can't disagree with it. I honestly said before, I just don't know if another manager could work with these players, but maybe the new manager wouldn't play Matthias Klick or Luke Ayling. Maybe he wouldn't play him. For me, that's a plus. I've told you before, addition by subtraction, but yeah. Oh man, so bad. But yeah, listen, people. I don't know if I can say anymore. It's just the same things all over and over again. And I appreciate everyone for joining me today and giving your input. It looks like a lot of you were saying that it might be time for Bielsa to go. I see a few though that did say Bielsa's got to stay till the end of the season. Fair enough. But something has to change as soon as possible, and I think we may see something in the next week. That's just my gut feeling. I don't know how everyone else is feeling about that, but I definitely feel that we are in the midst of something, a turning point. I think a turning point. Is that? Here we go. Is Tapping Toes, who I did the preview with yesterday. Mate, such a poor performance from you lot today. You were right. I told you, Tobes. I told you yesterday we can make the worst teams look tremendous. And look at your first goal, Sessegnon to Matt Doherty, two of your most maligned players for you, and they look like they could be playing for Man City. That's what we did. Højbjerg with a chip over Llorente's head for Harry Kane. I told you. I did tell you, but yeah. Yeah, PSF, listen, PSF, I'm going to shout you out here, PSF, because You have been getting stick, and I've seen it. I don't think I haven't seen it. I've seen it all. But PSF saying, KG, people have been calling me a troll for pointing out the obvious all season. Now the Bielsa cult can face the harsh reality. PSF has literally been getting pelters from everyone when he makes, he or she makes a comment. But with observations like me as well, when people finally come around to it, you're like, yeah, now can you people see it? PSF, you're right to get your some of your "I told you so" there. I would rather you were wrong, but enjoy. Mr. P with the super chat, thank you, man. Feeling of deja vu. Bielsa last 10 games, 2 wins, 1 draw, 7 losses. Peter Reid, oh my days. Same games, 1 win, 2 draws, 7 losses. This is relegation form. It's absolutely relegation form. Oh my days, it's absolutely relegation form, Mr. P. I mean, that goes without saying. Max H, please advise me, shall I watch the Burnley game or am I being a glutton for punishment? We got to keep an eye on those results, though, Max. We do. That's where we are right now. We have to look out and see what other teams are doing. I'm just before I end, I'm just gonna see if any quotes have come out today from Bielsa. I don't know if anyone's picked anything up yet. Okay, right. Right, here we go. Yeah. So just to end, I hope I haven't missed any other chats or anything else like that. It's just the chat's going absolutely mad. Lokimon saying he's so obsessed with fitness, so will reject good players. Correct. There's nothing wrong with bringing in a player on loan and using him for part of a game. Not everyone that comes in has to play 90 minutes. Yeah, or just be a headless chicken. Or just be a headless chicken. Tired of them. Tired of them. Retired bros, he sacked himself. Wait a minute, is that true? No, I haven't seen anything. Lee Smith, cruel, they rolled out Strunk for the interview, who was subbed at half time. So I'm saying that's what I'm talking about when it comes to cojones, man. I just don't think that these guys have got the minerals for a battle if they slip into that bottom three. How are you rolling out Pascal Strunk? Where's Luke Ayling? Where's Mateus Click? Mr. I'm not going anywhere, Mateus Click. Where is he? Anyway, just a few comments from Bielsa after the game. This is from Adam Pope, by the way. Bielsa on if the players are still convinced by what is being asked of them. He's replied, if I measure the effort, I have to say yes. Marcelo Bielsa, positive things are contagious, but so are negative things. When something is not going well, it's less easy to do. Bielsa asked that he cannot be responsible for individual errors. He replies, I sincerely don't see it that way. Our way of playing has 2 great needs. A press in their opponent's half that prevents the ball getting to their forwards cleanly. Bro, what? Let me just take a minute, man. Hold on a minute. I need a second. Hold on. I need a second. Let me try that again. A press in the opponent's half that prevents the ball getting to their forwards cleanly. And so when their forwards receive the ball, they find themselves uncomfortable because the pass was made difficult. In the last 3 games, that hasn't happened. We did not manage to press well their build-up, made enormous efforts, but it did not work. Bielsa asked if players should play more responsibly after what he's done for them. He's replied, I don't see it that way you are suggesting. I also haven't done for them what you say. Either way, I compose a style of play that can take forward, that allowed for a positive cycle. That allowed for a positive cycle in this moment. It's very difficult for us to compose our way of playing. I need to know how to understand the same way a style of play is built and is effective. That means the coach interpreted the reality well. Bro, there's so much waffle. I can't read no more. There's so much waffle there. I got lost. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. I don't know what he's talking about. I have no idea what all that meant. I have no idea what the hell he was talking about. Tapping, tapping toes. Pray for KG. Leeds were hopeless at both ends. 1-1 approach was shocking. What a man for man approach was shocking. Finishing was shocking today too. So wasteful. Llorente for the second. Wow, yeah, Llorente. He's still good. I haven't lost faith in Llorente. He's just out of form and needs to come out for a little bit. But yeah, people saying don't go. I don't know what to do with those comments though, guys. I honestly don't. He's trying to say that it's to make the opposition not get to their strikers easy. It's been nothing but easy for how long now? It hasn't just been the last 3 games either. I honestly do not know what to do with those comments. For me, it was just pure waffle. Unbelievable comments, man. I just let me see. Some people are saying go check Phil Hayes Twitter. I'm on it now. Hold on, people. No, it doesn't say. It just says honestly, it just says that it could well have seen the end of Marcelo Bielsa's era today. Position in serious doubt with Leeds United, strongly considering making a change. So that's all it is. It's not definite, but it does have that feeling. It would not surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me at all. Yeah, guys, I don't know. There's nothing else for me to say. There's nothing else for me to say. I'm gonna take this off now and relax. If anything does happen, of course, I will come back on and we'll talk it out. We'll talk about where we go next after whatever may happen happens. But for me, there's nothing else I can say to that. But what I will say is thank you to everybody who's tuned in. Even you, Paul, that's saying, guys, you won't get relegated. That's good of you. That's good of you to say. Yeah, Steve, that's a good word. Gobbledygook. That's perfect. Uh, yeah, yeah. Palace have gone. Palace have gone. Yeah, 1-0 ahead. Watford also losing. Yeah, John brother, and thanks, Cage. You don't know how you do it, way man. That's what I'm here for. But listen, what I was going to say is just thank you for everyone that's tuned in and people that will watch the video after, because, like I say, the support on the channel, good or bad, has been tremendous over the past couple of months. So just thank you for hanging with me. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed, so we can go through this all again. I will come back before the Leicester game. I won't just do a match reaction. I will come back during the week and see where we can go with that Leicester game, because Leicester are also a bit out of sorts. But I mean, they're out of sorts and our out of sorts, too different. But we'll see. But like I say, if there's anything that happens in between now and anything managerial, we'll come back live and do that then. So smash the notifications on your after you subscribe as well. So yeah, with that, I'll just say thank you and peace out, people. Peace out. Have a good, enjoy the rest of your weekend.